The Maldives. It's a beautiful island nation in the Indian Ocean. Clear waters and white beaches help the Maldives attract tourists from around the world. Then its hotels and private island resorts make it even more appealing. In a simple sense, Maldives is irresistible for its beauty, but that's not the only reason why it is irresistible. For Pakistan, Maldives is a Muslim country that can be radicalized and turned against India. For China, Maldives is a massive opportunity to build a Chinese military base right in the backyard of India. These two rogue nations are drooling over this island nation, but sadly for these two, Maldives has a rude shock waiting for them. Hi and welcome. You are watching TFI English, the national socio-political analysis arm of the TFI Media Group. I'm your host Tribhuvan, and in this video I will tell you how Pakistan and China tried their best to trend #IndiaOut in Maldives, but Maldives government blasted it. Let's begin. In the Maldives, there is much noise about the India Out campaign. Social media in the Maldives is replete with posts with the slogans of India Out. This is peculiar because India has been one of the closest allies the Maldives has from around the world. India has been the one that has countered Chinese interest in the Maldives while extending all possible help to the island nation. Last year, India helped relieve some debt stress of Maldives by granting aid to the tune of $250 million. While a pro-India Ibrahim Mohammed Solih regime is in power in Maldives, the big Chinese debt in the island country has remained a major concern. The Maldives nation owes around $1.4 billion in debt to China. The sum is huge for a small country like Maldives, having a GDP of $5.7 billion. And then many analysts also believe that $1.4 billion figure might be a misinterpretation. Also in 2020, India had announced that it would provide $500 million funding to the island nation for several infrastructure projects that will change the face of Maldives. The $500 million financial package consists of a grant of $100 million and a new line of credit, also known as LOC, of $400 million. In exchange, India wants the Maldives to stay away from China. China has suffered some severe setbacks due to India's proactiveness in the Maldives. China was looking to establish its hegemony over the Indian Ocean region, and the same is impossible without turning the Maldives into a client state. So, with the help of Pakistan, China is using Islamists in the Maldives to create a sense of panic among ordinary Maldivians. According to Ahmed Azan, co-founder of Maldivian online news outlet DRS Maldives, should be able to forge ties with India without undermining our sovereignty. In several other tweets, Azan expresses displeasure at India's military presence in the Maldives and equates it to a loss of the Maldives' sovereignty. According to the diplomat, anti-India sentiments in the Maldives can be traced back to when Abdullah Yameen of Progressive Party of Maldives, also known as PPM, became president in 2013. Interestingly, India neither has a military base nor a significant number of troops stationed in the Maldives. Things have improved manifold since Ibrahim Solih took over. However, China and Pakistan are making a renewed push to turn mail against New Delhi. The opposition in the Maldives is sitting squarely in the lap of China and Pakistan. Islamabad yearns to replace India as Maldives' most trusted ally, and the only reason for it to cook such fantasies is that both the countries happen to have the same state religion, Islam. The government of Maldives, however, has lambasted the opposition and media in the country for trying to create tension between Male and New Delhi. The ruling Maldivian Democratic Party, also known as MDP, condemned Ahmed Azan and his news outlet for engaging in a continuous barrage of anti-India vitriol and whipping up hatred against the Maldives' closest ally. It also accused Azan's group of having ties with the opposition, which in turn has ties to Pakistan and China. In a statement issued on Wednesday, Maldives said, "India has always been the Maldives' closest ally and trusted neighbor, extending constant and consistent support to the people of Maldives on all fronts." It wholeheartedly rejected attempts to spread false information through social media using what is called the so-called India Out slogan, and said India will always remain a true and a trusted friend of the Maldivian people. In the Indian Ocean region, also known as IOR, Beijing is trying to encircle India with the ring of debt-trapped nation as a part of its string of pearls strategy. However, India has continuously managed to drill huge holes into China's interest, most recently with a massive project in the Maldives. In August, TFI Global had reported how India and Maldives are reportedly set to sign a contract on the mega Greater Mail Connectivity Project, also known as GMCP. This is going to be the largest infrastructure project in Maldives and is therefore going to be China when it comes to enhancing its presence in the Maldives. Witnessing India and Maldives growing bonhomie, China is rattled. Therefore, along with Pakistan and Islamists in Maldives, it is fueling an unsuccessful anti-India campaign.